Haven't seen him in a while, but now he's back on the scene, ladies and gentlemen, Mystikal.
Yes.
Wow. What's up, y'all?
Mystikal's once glamorous music career has taken a drastic turn as he now grapples with the stark realities of life behind bars.
A woman claims she was raped, robbed, and held against her will by a man whose fame did not provide him any favors. Tonight, Mystikal sits in the Ascension jail accused of charges that could put him away for life if he's convicted.
Amid swirling rumors and mounting speculation surrounding his treatment in jail, in today's video, we delve into Mystikal's journey from the heights of fame to the confines of incarceration, shedding light on the challenges he confronts and the legal battles that have defined his path. Mystikal in jail.
51-year-old Michael Tyler, also known as Mystikal, was arrested on multiple charges including first-degree rape and domestic abuse battery.
Mystikal's arrest sent shockwaves through the music industry and left fans stunned as the details of the charges against him emerged. On that fateful day in July 2022, law enforcement authorities descended upon the residence of the renowned rapper in the Ascension Parish section of Louisiana. The arrest unfolded following accusations levied by a female acquaintance against Mystikal, alleging a litany of grave offenses. These charges included first-degree rape, false imprisonment, criminal damage to property valued at less than $1,000, and the possession of drug paraphernalia. The allegations against Mystikal paint a disturbing picture of violence and abuse. According to witnesses, the incident began when Mystikal accused the woman of theft, leading to a heated argument. The situation quickly escalated, with Mystikal allegedly physically assaulting the victim. Witnesses reported seeing him pull her hair and repeatedly punch her, leaving her visibly injured and traumatized. But the horror did not end there. Mystikal's alleged actions took an even more sinister turn when he forced the victim to pray with him. This twisted act of manipulation and control was followed by a shocking act of sexual assault. The victim, already in a state of fear and vulnerability, was subjected to a traumatic violation of her bodily autonomy. To further ensure the victim's compliance and silence, Mystikal confiscated her car keys and cell phone, effectively trapping her in his residence and preventing her from seeking help or reporting the incident to the authorities. The victim's ordeal lasted for an agonizing period of time, leaving her physically and emotionally scarred. The gravity of the charges against Mystikal cannot be overstated. First-degree rape is a serious offense that carries severe legal consequences. If convicted, Mystikal faces a mandatory life prison sentence, a fate that would forever alter the trajectory of his life and career. As the case progressed, the legal system worked to ensure a fair and thorough examination of the evidence. Mystikal's attorney, Tiffany Miles Crosby, immediately went to work to build a strong defense for her client. Recognizing the gravity of the charges and the potential consequences, Crosby requested a delay in the proceedings to allow for ample time to become fully abreast of all pertinent issues in the case. This request aimed to ensure that Mystikal would receive efficient representation and a fair trial. In addition to the delay, Crosby also sought a gag order to be put in place. The attorney expressed concerns that the extensive media coverage surrounding the case could potentially influence the jury's decision. By requesting a gag order, Crosby aimed to protect the integrity of the trial and ensure that the jury's ruling would be based solely on the evidence presented. In court, the request for a delay and a gag order highlighted the complexity and sensitivity of the case. Mystikal's arrest had garnered significant attention from the media and the public, with many eagerly awaiting the trial's outcome. The legal team's efforts to navigate these challenges demonstrated their commitment to upholding the principles of justice and ensuring a fair trial for their client. Mystikal finds himself in a precarious situation, confined to jail without the possibility of bail amidst delays in his trial proceedings. However, the conditions of his incarceration are proving to be a challenge for the rapper. Adding to the complexity of his situation, Master P, a prominent figure in the music industry and a close associate of Mystikal, has stepped forward to advocate for his release. With serious charges looming over Mystikal, including first-degree rape, Master P's support carries significant weight. During a recent performance at the esteemed Lovers and Friends Festival held in Las Vegas, Master P took the opportunity to vocalize his support for Mystikal's cause. Amidst the energetic ambiance of the festival, Master P seized the moment to rally the crowd in solidarity. His fervent cry of "Free Mystikal" echoed through the venue, emphasizing the urgency of the rapper's predicament. Encouraging concertgoers to show their support, Master P urged them to raise their hands for his incarcerated colleague, emphasizing the bond between them. As the music reverberated and the crowd responded to Master P's call, it became evident that Mystikal's plight has not gone unnoticed within the music community. The stage was not only set for an electrifying performance, but also for a poignant display of solidarity and advocacy. As the trial loomed, the prosecution and defense defense are prepared to present their respective cases. The prosecution, led by the district attorney's office, meticulously gathered evidence and interviewed witnesses to build a strong case against Mystikal. Their goal was to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the rapper was guilty of the charges brought against him. On the other side, Mystikal's defense team worked tirelessly to challenge the prosecution's case and protect their client's rights. They scrutinized the evidence, interviewed potential witnesses, and explored every legal avenue to mount a robust defense. Their objective was to cast doubt on the prosecution's case and establish Mystikal's innocence. Background on Mystikal.
So you seem to have a lot of fun with your videos and your music.
Right.
Is it important to you to have that much fun?
Right. If I'm having fun, then it's that more easier for you to have fun, you know.
In the world of hip-hop, few artists have left a lasting impact quite like Mystikal. Born on September 22nd, 1970, little did the world know that this child would grow up to become the legendary rapper known as Mystikal. However, Mystikal's early life was far from easy, marked by both tragedy and triumph. Growing up in New Orleans' 12th Ward, Mystikal faced his fair share of challenges from an early age. At the tender age of 7, he experienced a devastating loss when his father, who ran a small neighborhood store, passed away. This heartbreaking event left a void in Mystikal's life, but it also ignited a fire within him to overcome adversity and pursue his dreams. Despite the hardships, Mystikal's passion for music began to blossom during his teenage years. He attended Cohen High School, where he honed his skills and discovered his natural talent for rapping. It was during this time that Mystikal's unique style and brash, obstreperous vocal delivery started to take shape. But it wasn't until a fateful day when Mystikal had the opportunity of a lifetime. As an aspiring rapper, he was given the chance to open for iconic acts like Run DMC and Doug E. Fresh at an outdoor concert at the Treem Center. Little did Mystikal know that this performance would change the course of his life forever. Leroy Precise Edwards, the house producer for Big Boy Records, happened to be in the audience that day. Mesmerized by Mystikal's raw talent and electrifying stage presence, Edwards saw something special in the young rapper. Impressed by his unique rasp and captivating delivery, Edwards wasted no time and offered Mystikal a life-changing contract on the spot. Mystikal's debut album, aptly titled Mystikal, was released in 1994 under the New Orleans-based independent record label, Big Boy. The album quickly gained attention and became one of Big Boy's most successful releases, catapulting Mystikal into the spotlight. His distinct vocal style and fearless approach to his craft set him apart from his peers, earning him a dedicated fan base and critical acclaim. However, Mystikal's journey was not without its fair share of challenges. In 1995, he found himself embroiled in a conflict with fellow New Orleans rappers signed to rival Cash Money Records, including UNLV and the BGZ. This rivalry led to a series of diss tracks aimed at Mystikal, such as Drag 'Em in the River by UNLV and Big Boy by the BGZ. But Mystikal never wanted to back down, struck back with his own powerful tracks, which were featured on his second album, Mind of Mystikal. Tragedy struck Mystikal's life in September 1994 when his beloved sister, Michelle Tyler, was tragically murdered. This devastating event had a profound impact on Mystikal's music, becoming a driving force behind his emotional and introspective lyrics. Songs like Dedicated to Michelle Tyler, Murder, and Shine served as a heartfelt tribute to his sister's memory, showcasing Mystikal's ability to channel his pain into powerful art. Despite the challenges he faced, Mystikal's talent and determination propelled him forward. After gaining recognition with his debut album, Mystikal continued to make waves in the music industry throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s. This period marked a significant turning point in his career as he transitioned from regional success to mainstream stardom. Let's dive into the key albums, collaborations, and notable songs that defined Mystikal's music career from 1995 to 2000. In 1995, Mystikal signed with Jive Records, a major label that provided him with a platform to reach a wider audience. That same year, he released his second album, Mind of Mystikal. This project showcased his unique vocal delivery and fearless approach to his craft. Songs like Beware and Here I Go became instant hits, solidifying Mystikal's reputation as a force to be reckoned with in the rap game. However, it was his collaboration with Mariah Carey on her album Rainbow that truly propelled Mystikal into the mainstream spotlight. The track Did I Do That showcased his versatility as an artist, as he seamlessly blended his energetic rap style with Carey's melodic vocals. This collaboration introduced Mystikal to a whole new audience and set the stage for his future success. It was during this period that Mystikal crossed paths with his longtime friend Master P. Percy Robert Miller Sr., known by his stage name Master P, is an American rapper. Master P is far more than just a rapper. He embodies the essence of a multifaceted artist and entrepreneur. At the core of his legacy lies the foundation of No Limit Records, a record label that transcended boundaries and reshaped the landscape of hip-hop hip-hop. From its modest beginnings, No Limit Records evolved into a powerhouse, undergoing rebranding as New No Limit Records, Gutter Music Entertainment, and presently, No Limit Forever Records. Through these ventures, Master P not only cultivated talent, but also exerted a profound influence on the music industry. However, Master P's impact extends beyond music alone. As the founder and CEO of P. Miller Enterprises, he has navigated the intricate intersections of entertainment and commerce with finesse. His visionary initiatives, such as Better Black Television, a groundbreaking online television network, have left an indelible mark on the digital landscape. But it was in the mid-1990s that Master P's star truly ascended, fueled by the meteoric success of his hip-hop group TRU and the groundbreaking release of his fifth solo album, Ice Cream Man, in 1996. This album propelled Master P into the upper echelons of hip-hop stardom. The pinnacle of his career arrived in 1997 with the platinum-certified anthem, Make 'Em Say, This track became a cultural touchstone of its era, solidifying Master P's status as a cultural icon and etching his name into the annals of hip-hop history. Throughout his illustrious career, Master P has released an impressive 15 studio albums, each serving as a testament to his enduring creativity and unwavering dedication to his craft. As his legacy continues to evolve, Master P remains a guiding light of innovation, inspiring generations of artists and entrepreneurs to pursue their dreams with fervor and purpose. In 1997, Mystikal made a pivotal career move by joining forces with Master P's No Limit Records, marking a significant milestone in his journey to hip-hop prominence. This partnership proved to be a game changer, as Mystikal's raw energy and distinctive rasp perfectly complemented the label's gritty and unapologetic style. That same year, he released his third album, Unpredictable, under the No Limit imprint. The album featured standout tracks like Ain't No Limit and The Man Right Chief, further solidifying Mystikal's place within the No Limit family. As Mystikal's popularity continued to soar, he became a sought-after collaborator in the hip-hop community. In 1998, he teamed up with Mariah Carey once again for the hit single Heartbreaker, which showcased his dynamic flow alongside Carey's powerhouse vocals. This collaboration further cemented Mystikal's crossover appeal and introduced him to an even broader audience. In 2000, Mystikal released his fourth studio album, Let's Get Ready. This album would become a defining moment in his career, reaching new heights of success. The album's lead single, Shake Your Ass, featuring Pharrell Williams, became an instant anthem and a chart-topping hit. Its infectious energy and catchy chorus propelled Mystikal into the mainstream, earning him widespread recognition and commercial success. Another standout track from Let's Get Ready was Danger, Been So Long, featuring Nivea. This song showcased Mystikal's ability to deliver rapid-fire verses with his signature rasp. Danger, Been So Long became another Billboard Hot 100 hit for Mystikal, solidifying his status as a hitmaker. The success of Let's Get Ready was undeniable. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, making it Mystikal's first and only chart-topping album to date. Its popularity was further fueled by the Neptunes-produced hit single Shake Your Ass, which dominated the airwaves and solidified Mystikal's place in the mainstream hip-hop landscape. Mystikal's music during this period showcased his unique style and ability to captivate audiences with his energetic delivery and distinctive voice. His collaborations with industry heavyweights like Mariah Carey and Pharrell Williams further elevated his profile and expanded his reach beyond the rap community. Following the massive success of his album, Let's Get Ready, Mystikal released his fifth studio album, Tarantula, in 2001. This project showcased his growth as an artist, as he experimented with different sounds and styles. The album's lead single, Bouncing Back, Bumping Me Against the Wall, became an instant hit, blending Mystikal's signature energetic flow with elements of jazz and swing. The album received critical acclaim and earned Mystikal a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album in 2003. During this period, Mystikal's unique vocal delivery drew comparisons to legendary R&B soul screamers like Little Richard and James Brown. His ability to infuse his music with a blend of raw energy, soulful melodies, and captivating storytelling set him apart from his peers. In addition to his solo work, Mystikal continued to collaborate with other artists, further expanding his musical horizons. In 2002, he made notable appearances on tracks like Ludacris's Move and Lil Jon, and the East Side Boys' I Don't Give a F**k, showcasing his versatility as a featured artist. These collaborations solidified Mystikal's reputation as a sought-after talent in the industry. However, amidst his rising success, Mystikal faced personal and legal challenges that would temporarily disrupt his music career. Mystikal's legal issues.
Back in 2003, Mystikal pleaded guilty to sexual battery and spent time in prison.
It all began on that fateful day in June 2003, when Mystikal found himself entangled in a web of accusations that would forever tarnish his reputation. The rapper, along with 2 bodyguards, was accused of forcing his hairstylist into a horrifying act of sexual assault, but that wasn't all. Mystikal and his associates also accused the woman of stealing a staggering $80,000 in checks. Initially, Mystikal vehemently denied any wrongdoing, suing, claiming that the encounter was consensual. However, the shocking twist came when a videotape of the incident was discovered at his home shortly after the charges were made. This discovery would prove to be a turning point in the case, as it shed light on the true nature of the events that unfolded that day. As the legal proceedings unfolded, negotiations during the trial prevented the videotape from being entered as evidence. Mystikal, perhaps sensing the gravity of the situation, made a decision that would shape the course of his future. He agreed to a plea bargain offered by the prosecution, hoping to avoid the mandatory life sentence for sexual battery in Louisiana and expecting to receive probation. The plea bargain marked a significant moment in Mystikal's legal battle. It was a moment of compromise, a chance for him to escape the harshest of consequences. However, fate had other plans. The judge presiding over the case decided to view the videotape during the sentencing, a decision that would have far-reaching implications. As the judge watched the disturbing footage, the gravity of the situation became undeniable. Mystikal's 2 prior arrests for drug and gun possession were taken into account, painting a picture of a troubled past. The judge, armed with this knowledge and the shocking evidence before them, made a decision that would change Mystikal's life forever. Rather than granting probation, the judge remanded Mystikal into custody immediately to begin serving a 6-year prison sentence. It was a shocking turn of events, leaving Mystikal and his fans stunned. The once celebrated rapper, known for his energetic performances and chart-topping hits, was now facing a lengthy period behind bars. But Mystikal wasn't the only one facing the consequences of his actions. His bodyguards Leland Ellis and Versi Carter, who were also implicated in the sexual battery case, pleaded guilty to their charges. The trio's actions had not only shattered the life of the victim, but had also brought about their own downfall. The sexual battery and extortion case would forever be etched in Mystikal's legacy. It was a dark chapter that showcased the devastating consequences of his actions and the impact they had on the lives of those involved. However, Mystikal's journey through the legal system was far from over. While Mystikal was already grappling with the consequences of his sexual battery and extortion case, fate dealt him another blow. Even behind bars, his legal troubles seemed to follow him, this time in the form of federal tax offenses. In August 2005, while serving his sentence for the state charges, Mystikal found himself facing an entirely new set of allegations. The federal authorities charged him with 2 misdemeanor counts of failing to file tax returns for the years 1998 and 1999. It was a surprising turn of events, further complicating his already tumultuous journey through the legal system. The federal tax offenses added a new layer of complexity to Mystikal's legal battles. While incarcerated at Louisiana's Elaine Hunt Correctional Center, he had to navigate the intricacies of the federal court system, all while serving his existing state sentence. In January 2006, the federal court delivered its verdict, finding Mystikal guilty of the tax offenses. However, there was a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. The court allowed him to serve his 1-year federal sentence concurrently with his 6-year state sentence. It was a small reprieve, but one that offered a slight silver lining in an otherwise bleak situation. As the legal proceedings continued, Mystikal's fate hung in the balance. In January 2007, confusion rippled through his fan base when news broke that he had been released from custody. However, the reality was far from what many had assumed. While he was indeed released on the federal misdemeanor tax convictions, his 6-year sentence for the Louisiana state felony conviction still loomed over him. The news of Mystikal's release on the federal charges sparked a wave of speculation and misinformation. Fans mistakenly believed that he had been granted parole, only to discover that he remained incarcerated due to the state charges. It was a stark reminder that his legal battles were far from over, and his journey through the justice system was far from straightforward. Finally, on January 14, 2010, after serving his full 6-year sentence for the state charges, Mystikal regained his freedom. However, the impact of his legal troubles would continue to reverberate throughout his life. Following his release, Mystikal faced the harsh reality of being registered as a sex offender. This designation would forever shape his public image and impact his ability to rebuild his career. The consequences of his actions would continue to haunt him, serving as a constant reminder of the mistakes he had made. Just when it seemed like Mystikal's legal battles were behind him, another shocking incident unfolded, further complicating his already troubled journey. This time, it involved a misdemeanor charge of domestic abuse battery. On February 22, 2012, Mystikal's name once again made headlines for all the wrong reasons. A dispute with his domestic partner escalated, leading to allegations of domestic abuse. The rapper found himself facing a new set of charges, adding yet another layer of complexity to his already tumultuous legal history. Following the incident, Mystikal was detained for 9 days before being released on bail. However, his legal troubles were far from over. On April 16th, he received a 3-month jail sentence for violating the terms of his probation, which had been imposed following his release from prison in January 2010. It was a harsh blow, a setback that threatened to derail any progress he had made in rebuilding his life. Mystikal's 3-month jail sentence was a consequence of his actions and a breach of the trust placed in him by the justice system. However, there was a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. The court credited him for the 9 days he had already served, reducing his confinement to a total of 81 days. On May 14th, Mystikal began serving his sentence at the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail. It was a challenging period for the rapper, as he not only had to face the consequences of his actions, but also navigate the complexities of the legal system once again. During his time behind bars, Mystikal found himself appearing in court for not only the domestic battery charges, but also for a hearing to determine child support payments for his 2 youngest children. The legal battles seemed never-ending, as he fought to resolve the various issues that had entangled his life. Finally, in August 2012, Mystikal was released from jail, marking the end of yet another chapter in his legal saga. However, the impact of his actions and the consequences of his choices would continue to shape his life and career. Just when it seemed like Mystikal's legal troubles couldn't get any worse, another shocking event unfolded, plunging him into the depths of controversy once again. On August 21st, 2017, the rapper turned himself in to the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Department after a warrant was issued for his arrest. This time, he was charged with the heinous crime of rape. The news sent shockwaves through the music industry and his fan base, as Mystikal's name became synonymous with scandal and legal turmoil. The gravity of the charges was undeniable, and the weight of the allegations threatened to overshadow his entire career. Mystikal was held at the Caddo Correctional Center with a staggering $3 million bond set for his release. The high bond amount reflected the severity of the accusations and the potential consequences he faced if found guilty. Months turned into years as Mystikal awaited his day in court. The legal process was slow and arduous, with both the prosecution and defense building their cases. The anticipation grew as the outcome of the trial would determine the trajectory of Mystikal's future. Finally, on February 14, 2019, after spending a significant amount of time behind bars, Mystikal was able to post bond and secure his release. On December 17, 2020, the rape charges were dismissed due to lack of evidence.
Okay, I mean, how's it feel?
It feels good. It feels good. Just grateful for this opportunity to get my life back.
Mystikal's legal journey has been a tumultuous roller coaster ride filled with shocking events and unexpected twists. From the sexual battery and extortion case to federal tax offenses, domestic abuse battery, and the recent charge of rape. Despite all these personal and legal challenges, Mystikal's resilience and determination have remained unwavering. Currently, Mystikal is still in jail hopping to get out on bail. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.